In mourning the death of Her late Majesty.
Yeah, so half an hour ago, they just announced Queen Elizabeth's death, which for me, it's the one thing I've been dreading for quite some time. That has always been my worst fear. As soon, just before they announced it, I saw the flag going half down. To all British, Canadians, New Zealanders and Australians everywhere, and to all the countries who were still part of the Commonwealth, where the Queen was head of state, and United States, and all the countries around the world, we are mourning the loss of Queen Elizabeth II. Today marks day one of her death, her announcements. Then there's going to be a massive proceeding. And by the 18th, in 10 days, will be the funeral, which will be on Sunday. And now we are listening to what Charles, the new king, has to say.
Who became king immediately on his mother's death. So the tone, as one would expect, is loving, it's warm, it's respectful, and it just underlines the affection in which the Queen was held. We are expecting the Prime Minister in just a moment, Nick, but that statement was moving, wasn't it?
It was, yes, my beloved mother.
So now, hopefully, the Prime Minister will say the speech
as King Charles. There's no name on it.
For people around the world.
Take another name as king, but I suspect it'll be tomorrow before we learn that. But yes,
It will be Prince Charles.
profound nature of this moment, isn't it?
And I don't know how many Charles there have been,
They have lost their mother,
but this,
they must grieve privately
like, not even a year and a half
to assert himself.
before the Duke of Edinburgh passed away. The Duke of Edinburgh passed away on the 9th of April. The Queen, this was 9th of April 2021,
It would be challenging for anybody.
and now we are going to hear the Prime Minister.
We are all devastated by the news that we have just heard from Balmoral. The death of Her Majesty the Queen is a huge shock to the nation and to the world. Queen Elizabeth II was the rock on which modern Britain was built. Our country has grown and flourished under her reign. Britain is the great country it is today because of her. She ascended the throne just after the Second World War. She championed the development of the Commonwealth from a small group of 7 countries to a family of 56 nations, spanning every continent of the world. We are now a modern, thriving, dynamic nation. Through thick and thin, Queen Elizabeth II provided us with the stability and the strength that we needed. She was the very spirit of Great Britain, and that spirit will endure. She has been our longest ever reigning monarch. It's an extraordinary achievement to have presided with such dignity and grace for 70 years. Her life of service stretched beyond most of our living memories. In return, she was loved and admired by the people in the United Kingdom and all around the world. She has been a personal inspiration to me and to many Britons. Her devotion to duty is an example to us all. Earlier this week, at 96, she remained determined to carry out her duties, as she appointed me as her 15th Prime Minister. Throughout her life, she's visited more than 100 countries, and she has touched the lives of millions around the world. In the difficult days ahead, we will come together with our friends across the United Kingdom, the Commonwealth and the world to celebrate her extraordinary lifetime of service. It is a day of great loss, but Queen Elizabeth II leaves a great legacy. Today the crown passes, as it has done for more than 1,000 years, to our new monarch, our new head of state, His Majesty King Charles III. With the King's family, we mourn the loss of his mother, and as we mourn, we must come together as a people to support him, to help him bear the awesome responsibility that he now carries for us all. We offer him our loyalty and devotion, just as his mother devoted so much to so many for so long. And with the passing of the second Elizabethan age, we usher in a new era in the magnificent history of our great country, exactly as Her Majesty would have wished, by saying the words, "God save the King."
So there you have it.
Prime Minister, Liz Truss,
From this day on,
who was installed
it will
just
now
a couple of
be
days ago, having
God
met
save
that
the
audience,
King. That is all for
really
now.
presenting her own
There will
tribute
be
with some
hopefully some more
personal elements
updates
in that, but
during
also
these
revealing
next 10 days.
something which
Thank
we
you
were
all.
hoping to
Hopefully
hear,
see you next time.
either from